We're going to win with every single facet. We're going to win so much, you may even get tired of winning. And you'll say, please, please, it's too much winning. We can't take it anymore. Mr. President, it's too much. And I'll say, no, it isn't. We have to keep winning. We have to win more.
GM and welcome back meme coin enjoyers and users of decentralized social media. So in this one, we're going to look at the next rotation in the market. We're going to talk about some meme coins and where the hot ball of money may flow to next. So if you do enjoy this one, make sure you do subscribe to the channel and we'll jump on in. So starting off with the meme coins here, we can see the meme market cap around 66 bill, up a lot since we started covering meme coins in more detail. We're seeing generally across the board, you've got the outliers here, Doge as the kind of daddy, doing decently well, a lot falling by the wayside, some red numbers here. Obviously dog with hat having the majority of mind share. You can see the 7-day green numbers is what you want to focus on. And this one is actually in the wrong category, really. It's not a genuine meme, but Degen we will touch on later as we are going into the social fi narrative. But I will be looking at the big green 7-day figures if you are looking to allocate into this market. Some things are down bad and probably worth bidding, but generally you want to just go with strength in the bull market. So the meme coins do have a huge amount of mind share in the market right now. You're seeing everybody make tweets and references about them, whether that is from Vitalik, the founder of ETH, all the way to random anon plebs on the internet who are screaming that meme coins are bad for crypto. You've even got the likes of KSI coming back and praying for the downfall of the meme coins. So I think April's a huge month for the memes as we go into the Bitcoin halving and looking at the kind of setup for Doge itself and knowing from previous market cycles when Bitcoin has its all-time high break, Doge usually pumps like crazy. We seem to be on the precipice of that. And so if that does happen here, which I think it probably will, then we have the possibility of some form of blow off here for this market sector. So the memes could have a big blow off moment in this month of April, which will be super cool to see. There'll be a lot of money printed, a lot of money lost, but you want to think about where next, as even though this could be some kind of meme coin super cycle, there will be rotation still to be had in the markets. Other sectors will have their day in the sun. It's just almost guaranteed that we'll have some form of rotation and capital will flow into new innovative sectors of the market. So let's just chat about that. So this is on Ansom's kind of bingo card for the rest of the year. These kind of narratives, April, Solana and memes. So this potentially playing out here. And of course is the 1st of April, April Fool's Day today. But he's got the second narrative up here as social fi, which is super interesting as we're starting to see the movements in social fi. So this is kind of a meme in itself, the rotator, but in order to maximize gains, you need to compound and rotate from certain bags into others. So if you've made huge amounts of money in meme coins, it makes sense to take some out and put some into other sectors that have yet to pump, because if you can take a 10, 20x and then put it into something else and maybe it goes another 3, 5x, you're going to be doing really, really well for yourselves. So this is a hilarious meme in itself. Sells the winners, adds to the losers. Never held a stable coin longer than 10 minutes. Doesn't ever take profits, just rotate the bag. So I think a lot of people can empathize with that kind of tweet there. So what we've seen recently, and something that will set up narratives, is when you have big moves in the real world. So real world stuff, Reddit, you know, that very popular website that probably a lot of us spend too much time on. They had their IPO, 34 bucks was the IPO price. It opened for trading 38% above said price. That was on March 21st. So Reddit potentially setting up here the early stages of a social fi narrative. And those who have spotted this, like Chumbawamba here, have definitely positioned themselves in social fi coins. And you're starting to see the market catch up to this. So this has come from Friendtech, and this will be one of the key narratives that drives social fi. The fact Friendtech is going to launch V2, which should mean with tokens. So Friendtech tokens should be coming out. They've got this kind of trailer, as you can see on screen here. They spent some money with some marketing, and it's coming the week after 420. 420 being not only a day to get really stoned with your mates, but also potentially the date of the Bitcoin halving here. So 20th of April 2024, and they're saying around the week after this we're going to go live with Friendtech V2. Now, why is this important? Well, for SocialFi, you want to have, for this narrative to really boom, a market leader to be established. SocialFi has been established with Friendtech, so Friendtech points becoming tokens with monetary value will be the spearhead for this narrative. So Luke Martin posted this. Friendtech team and Paradigm have confirmed that points will 100% be community owned, i.e. if Friendtech launches at a $1 billion valuation, the airdrop points will be $10 per point. So the points will be the tokens. So that is a pretty crazy thing that we haven't seen done before. The VC's kind of saying, look, take the points, convert them into tokens, and we're not skimming off the top. So this potentially leaves the degens who were early to Friendtech, hopefully some of you who've been at the channel for a while, we farmed some of these points, and say they do launch at that pretty crazy valuation of $10. I'm sure quite a few of us have got at least hundreds of tokens, if not maybe 1,000 tokens plus. And so if you've got 1,000 tokens at $10 price point, 10K is not a bad airdrop to receive from Friendtech. And the wealth effect will then spill over into other SocialFi areas. And not only that, but if you have a market leader come out with a good valuation, the others that are already trading on market will also reprice higher. That is the kind of likelihood of this. So this is on Wales markets, and you can see the Friendtech market is live. Around 2 mil in trade volume has gone through here. And you can see currently the Friendtech points are trading for around $4. So somewhere between $4 and Luke stating around $10 at a $1 billion valuation. These are the kind of price ranges plausible for Friendtech token. And so here we have a thesis piecing together. We know we have Friendtech coming at the end of April. Ansem is calling May for a potential SocialFi narrative. Makes a lot of sense. People will have liquidity in this kind of sector of the market come the end of April. So going into May, a lot of hype, a lot of marketing from these teams probably going to occur, a lot of Friendtech on the timeline, etc. And so what you're seeing is some of the early movers here in the SocialFi narrative. Check the top left corner. 6 billion is the total market cap of these SocialFi tokens on CoinGecko. Now, again, you want to be looking at the market leaders. Which ones have been doing well over the last 7 days? You can see some big green numbers here. LimeWire, Dream Machine token from Sanko, Only1 LIKE, and we've got a couple down here as well. But they are very, very small market caps. However, if we just go back to memes as well, because we're going to cover this one, Degen, base, 188% over the last 7 days. So this category is starting to get a bid, and you can see the early money has moved into those tokens we just highlighted there. So that is the signal amongst all of the noise. Now we'll start here with DMT, Sanko Dream Machine. Now this one's having a bit of a retrace. I think it blew off to about 125, $125 just earlier. I would open the website for this, but I get an error every time I do with trying to screen capture, as it just takes up so much of my CPU when I do that. But if you haven't gone to Sanko Dream Machine previously, go down to the website button down here, check it out for yourself. Absolutely crazy shit. They have numerous things, including games, plus their full streaming site as well, Sanko TV. So this one is like degen version of Twitch streaming meets a load of different kind of arcade games, kind of straddles SocialFi and gaming. It's just a totally different kind of spin on things that you won't see in the traditional world, but here in crypto it goes down very well indeed. Current market cap's around $75 million. Total supply is just 1 million tokens, hence the tokens are quite expensive per unit. You can also see their kind of imagery on here as well, pretty funny. This is on Arbitrum. It's currently an Arbitrum Layer 2 token, but they will be migrating to their own Arbitrum Layer 3 very soon, I believe in this next quarter. So the Layer 3 narrative is something you may have heard of recently. But they're moving to their own chain, and they will be using DMT as the gas, I believe, on said chain as well. So they've recently had this Sanko TV Season 2. I'll just pause this. They received a rather large Arbitrum grant in the ARB token, and they started to distribute that to those who were contributing to Sanko TV, which is the kind of Twitch-esque rival. So now we're looking forward to Season 3 coming soon. This from Smoothie Williams, who is one of the founders of Sanko. He says, Sanko just had our second highest week ever of earnings on the protocol. Season 3 is starting with more streamers, more activity, more volume, and we'll have the highest rewards to date. So I am actually tempted to maybe do a stream on there and see what happens. Sanko TV is currently on pace to burn around 550 DMT every couple of weeks. And as we mentioned, there's just 1 million tokens in total. So this burn, of course, will have some effect. Say they do burn 1,000 tokens per month, that is 0.1% of total supply. You can see the earnings generally pushing up here. That chart is, you would say that's bullish, as there's quite a clear growth trajectory for the earnings on the platform there. Other note, if you do buy DMT on Arbitrum and you go to the actual Sanko Dream Machine website, you can also stake it. Current APY is around 20%. There is, I believe, a 2-week unlock though if you want to unstake said tokens. Next up, we have Only1, top left-hand corner. Only1, the ticker is LIKE. This one is based on Solana ecosystem. 46 mil is the market cap. There is some inflation to come, but it has started to slow quite a bit. Token has been out for quite some time. I believe the majority of investors have had the vast majority of their tokens at this point. I did check out the tokenomics. I did a video breakdown on this one fairly recently, and it is breaking out here. It had a big push to the upside here. I think it breached above 25 cents. It's now trading around 17.5 cents right now as we're filming, so a decent bit of a pullback here. Not one that's totally run too far as of yet. So to be honest with you, not financial advice, but if I was looking to add to one, I prefer this chart over DMT, which has been a bit too parabolic to really get an entry. You don't want to be entering into charts that have just done that. I mean, that is a recipe for disaster. So if you're a newbie around here, that is not something we do. But generally, decent pullbacks, maybe like 30% off the highs, are somewhere you can think about adding. So if this narrative does play out, I think this trades a lot higher. So what's been going on with Only1? What does it do? Well, essentially, it is OnlyFans, but on Solana. So this is going to give people the ability to cash out instantly in USDC and not be kind of held accountable to the powers that be at banks, etc. Some of these OnlyFans girls have problem actually taking their money out into the real world, as the banks don't want to deal with sex workers. So what's been going on here? Well, they started to onboard some creators. They've got a few kind of high profile ones that are leading a charge. But soon they will have an event with one of the largest Solana projects. This could be bonk. They've also got a video series with creators around the world, so we'll see how that goes down. Global onboarding program as well, and LIKE will be used as an incentive mechanism also. This one's been picked up by Ansem. He's asking when ref links. So they say, look, we've got CRM toolings to enable collaboration between creators and management. A lot of the girls on OnlyFans have management teams, and so, putting their content out for them. So this will allow that to actually happen a lot more easier, as currently that would be too clunky to really manage. But you'll be able to have these kind of split payments. So maybe the creator takes like 70%, management team takes 30%, something like that will be embedded within the platform. Gasless transactions to enable USDC only on-ramp payments, pretty self-explanatory. People don't want to be faffing around with SOL as a gas token if there's someone who comes to use this from the kind of outside world. And as they say, we've also got ref links on the way. So you would imagine they will actually be getting these shielded by the likes of Ansem down here as well. So you can see he's active on this one. We'll obviously have a gigantic bag of said tokens, so probably not a bad person to be swimming alongside with. This is the staking platform. I won't go on to the actual home or explore, as you're going to see some nudity and I might get a strike on the channel here, but you can actually stake the token for a decent APY with some of the creators. If you do unstake, I believe there is a 1 week kind of wait to unstake. I think it says in here somewhere. There is a reason why people will have the token, so creators will get a discount. So creators pay around 20% to the platform. As you can see, platform would take 20 bucks out of 100, but if they upgrade and they own some LIKE, that will reduce down to just a 10 buck platform fee. So that's a decent saving. So imagine you can actually, maybe you've fallen in love like a total simp with Stephanie here, and you've bought a shed load of LIKE tokens. You can contribute to her TVL by staking with her and also receive more LIKE, so inflationary rewards for staking with her. So imagine you've become a super fan, you've fallen in love, but you're also getting paid. Seems like a decent payback, to be honest with you, considering the kind of positive feedback loop on actual OnlyFans, there is none really for you. So you can actually kind of profit off the back of successful creators on here, which I think is pretty damn cool. I think this is a narrative that runs. And if you look at the social trends, a lot of people watch a lot of porn, and a lot of these platforms print billions of dollars per year. So a good narrative play yet again. And the last one to look at here is Farcaster. So a sufficiently decentralized social network, they call themselves. So I don't know if you've downloaded this one. It's essentially a decentralized social media like Twitter on mobile app, but you can get paid in the token, and you can actually tip in the Degen token. So Degen, as I say earlier, this one is down as a meme on CoinGecko, but it's kind of incorrectly tagged in that sense because this is not just a meme, it has some utility within platform. So as Nemi posted earlier, Degen is at the intersection of fairly good tokenomics, utility, and meme value. The name itself is quite mimetic, Degen. Utility, tips in Farcaster, gas token on the Degen L3, again, L3 narrative. And she says, imagine if we start getting cool apps on the chain gated by the Degen token. That'd be pretty damn bullish. You can also see the daily active users here on Farcaster is screaming it wants to go higher. Brand new all-time high just the other day. Obviously, you have this consolidation period where there's X number of users, but that starts to really kick up. And now you're over like 30,000 daily actives. Pretty damn good for a social network. And what's interesting with this is that if these kind of platforms do really tick on and get a lot of users, these numbers can scale very, very quickly. And you're going to see that the token prices associated with them should absolutely scream up as well. We've seen that in anything that's had adoption in crypto previously. For example, Axie Infinity, the game last cycle rounds, got millions of players, and the token was literally just going up only. And these kind of social plays have the same ability to attract huge number of users. And if they do that, you're going to see token prices that just go crazy, crazy high. And those are the kind of trains you want to jump on board and make the most of. So these are the ones that are catching my fancy right now. We've got Degen token over on Base Chain, Only1 ticker like on Solana, DMT over on ARB mainnet, and soon, hopefully, Friendtech airdrops coming for all of us. So that is us looking into the future, a bit of crystal ball stuff. Where is the next rotation? Potentially SocialFi coming here in the next month or so. So some rotations will be made. We'll add to the bags if we get some good discounts. Hope you found this one enjoyable. Hopefully it's useful to you. Drop me a comment down below. Subscribe if you're new.